There we go. Had poor connection for a second. We're back. Hi, everybody. We are here for another What I'm Reading Wednesday, where I am going to be having our next guest contributor. If you're new here, every Wednesday, every other Wednesday from previous guests of the podcast, sharing titles that have made a difference in their lives. And today I am having Joni, who was on this season doing her pandemic story, come back to share a title that I'm so excited for her to tell you about. It's one of my favorite authors. We're not giving it all away up front, but let me bring her on. So, here we go. There we go. Hi.
Are we on?
We're on. It was like still lingering there, so I was probably making a funny face for a second, but now we're good.
Good, good. I'm glad
Ah,
time.
awesome. How are you, Joni?
I'm great. I'm really, really great.
Ah,
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me on again.
I love talking to you. I'm so happy you're on
Oh,
today. All right. So let's start with, well, I was just saying you were on the pandemic story. So we
yeah,
talked sometime in the winter of 2021. So catch us up, give us a little intro in case we got some newbies, and let us know what you're up to.
cool. So, for all the newbies, I am Joan Olivia, and I am the front woman and really the singer, songwriter, all of that to a band called Joan and the Roses, which is a band that I formed with my guitarist and producer, the brilliant Andres Salomon, who produces all my music over at least over the last year that we've been in this craziness. We released two albums last year, an album called Oswood that came out in October, and a Christmas album that came out in December. In February, or April, I released a song called Love Lies, which was very successful. And I currently have a summer single out called 90s Girl, which I'm very excited. Just reached 3,000 streams across all major streaming platforms, which is
Yeah.
nuts. So, so great. And yeah, I'm just trucking along trying to make things happen with what we can, with the circumstances we have. But since the last time we spoke, things are a little better, I'd say. You know, the things are opening up and vaccines are available, so that's amazing.
Progress. I was going to ask, have you had any live shows since we've last talked? Have you been able to get back out there?
Well, since we've talked, no, but I do have a little bit. Well, I have quite a bit of new news. I am going to be starting a little bit of an engagement at a local pub here in Chula Vista called Hannah
Ooh.
House. Every Friday and starting September 10th, Joan and the Roses are playing live for the first time. Um, all this started. I'm thrilled to be back on a stage and with my band and just playing the songs that we've been recording in our closets for a year.
Yay! Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so excited for you.
I'm very excited. It's
Oh,
yeah, every Friday in September, starting September 10th, 6 p.m. until they kick us out.
love it. What a way to kick off the weekend.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm very
Oh,
thrilled. And a new album in October.
oh man, I love these talks when there's lots of good news to share.
Yeah,
Awesome.
very.
Awesome. All right. So, Joni, you are going to be jumping on the email list tomorrow to share one of your reads. And
Yes.
so we're not going to give it all away up front, but can you give us three hints to get people guessing what they think tomorrow's book is going to be? You can post your guesses in the comments, but we can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. Well, guess number one. She's a very famous author. She has a very popular podcast, and she is tied to Oprah.
Oh, three big ones. I'm sure when people see the emails tomorrow, they're going to be like, of course that's who it is. But
Yeah,
oh, such a great one. I love that you put her on the list because she's one of my personal
I
favorites.
honestly thought that I she was recommended to me by a friend of mine a few years ago. At the time, I had not heard of her, but then I checked out like an Oprah Super Soul Sunday thing, and
Hmm.
I loved her. Like she was on it, and I picked up the book that
And so you're like
I
dangerously
thought
walking that line. I'm there with you. I'm like, oh, you got this.
it up. Um, I picked up the book that I'm showcasing for this segment, and it, honest to God, changed my entire life. It really did. It really,
Oh,
really.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love it. So if you want to know not just what the book was, but also the impact that it had on Joan, the takeaways, how digestible it was, right? Because there's a range when it comes to these
Oh,
life-changing books.
I, usually I read all the time. Like
Hmm.
my long as hell. So usually I can read a book pretty quick. If I have the time, I could finish a book in a weekend.
Hmm.
Particular book though, I really was diligent in writing out extensive notes because it's that kind of book.
Hmm.
Like, you
Hmm.
want to soak up everything she's talking about in this book. I almost gave it away, but thank
You're
God for.
nailing it. You're doing so good.
I have a big mouth. That's why and she
Awesome.
this author gives a lot of information that you you want to soak it up and you don't want to forget it. So I had to like write out so much stuff. I actually went back to the original notes and they're 50 pages.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. So this one's got a lot to take away.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's good to know going into it. So if you're picking this one up, get yourself a new notebook on the side because you're going to want
And it's an
it.
easy read. It's very thin. It's a
Hmm.
thin, not big. It's not really extensive in size.
Hmm.
It's a pretty easy read.
Phenomenal. All right. So before we get into the would you rather, quick reminder if you want to find out what that is, all you have to do is sign up for the Watergrass email list. Head to the link in my bio. You put your info in. It will be coming out at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow with all that info. So,
Mhm.
all right. But now let's play a little game.
Yeah.
Joni, you know that I love to find out everyone's kind of personalized styles when it comes to things, including reading. So we're going to
Mhm.
do a little would you rather. You have to pick one category or the other because that's the way the game works. I don't make
Okay.
the rules. I just make the
Is
questions.
is this rapid fire?
Um, it doesn't have to be super duper fast, but you don't also don't. It's not an essay. You don't have to. You
Okay.
don't have to explain yourself if you don't want to.
Okay.
All right. First off, you said you're a reader. When it comes to reading, are you a paper copy kind of person, or are you an electronic book reader?
Oh no. Paper hardback
Paper
copy.
copy. That's been the trend for
I,
everybody so far.
I Kindle.
Hmm.
Sorry, sorry if you're a Kindle lover, but I cannot read a book on an iPad.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
crazy.
feel it. You gotta feel
Yes,
it.
yes. Smell the pages. I'm a total nerd for all that. Hey.
I'm here for it. I love it.
Mhm.
Okay. You said you're a note taker. Do you take them? It sounds like you take them on the side, or do you ever take notes in the book?
No, I would never write in a book. I wouldn't. Sacrilegious. Kidding? No, no, no. I have a book that I jot down. No.
Blasphemy.
Yeah,
Strong opinions.
yeah.
I'm here for it.
Blasphemy. Yeah, no. Don't
All
write in
right.
books.
Then I think I know where you're going to lean for this one. Do you turn the corner of the pages or do you use a bookmark?
I use a bookmark. I would
Bookmark, you would.
never damn a book. No. Who turns the? No, no,
You would be surprised. You would be surprised.
no book. Oh, jeez, I don't want to know who they are.
That's so funny. Are you more of a fiction or a nonfiction reader?
Okay, I am. I'm a nonfiction reader because I love self-help books and I love memoirs.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like my entire bookshelf is filled with autobiographies or biographies on people I love or people I'm interested in.
Hmm.
I love fiction if it's Harry Potter. I got to go with Harry all the time.
Here for it. I sound
Yeah.
like it feels like our bookshelves are probably very similar.
Mm,
Ah,
Gilda. I
fun.
mean,
Okay.
you know, we
Forever. Forever.
love Gilda. If you don't know who Hilda Radner is, shame on you, and go on YouTube and look every
Gotta do your research and then come back to us.
YouTube, watch it. She's brilliant. She's the finest comedian since Lucille Ball. Period. End of discussion.
I would agree with you.
End of
Phenomenal. Okay, so we're giving other recommendations here as well. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck in this live.
yes.
Okay, so we did the fiction, nonfiction. Are you a morning reader or an evening reader?
Oh, this is interesting because if I have downtime,
Mm-hmm.
I love waking up. I love sleep. So if I get proper sleep and I have downtime, I love waking up early in the morning and reading as the sun comes up.
Mm,
If I've had a crazy day and I just want to turn off the world, I will have a glass of wine or a cup of tea late at night and read until
that sounds very cozy.
both depending on what my life looks like at the time.
All right, that's fair. I'll
Yeah.
accept that. Although
Yeah.
it's a either or, but I will allow this one.
Okay, fine. Then lately I've been a morning reader.
Morning reader. I love that. It starts the day slow, which I think we could all use a little bit more of.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. And then the final one, are you a rereader or are you a one and done when it comes to books?
Oh, depends on how much I love the book.
Gotcha.
I will if it's a book that's on my reading list or has been on my list for a while, I will purposely take forever reading it because I want to savor it.
Mhm.
But if it's a lot, I will read it again and again. Yeah.
Got to do it. Couple favorites on the shelf. Yeah. Got to revisit. Revisit your friends. I get it.
Yes. Revisit your friends. That's
Yeah. Fabulous. All right. So, Joni, they can obviously find your Instagram because we're having this live right now. Anywhere else that people can find you if they're looking for you?
Yes. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. My music is all over the place. Wherever you stream, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon Music, YouTube, I'm all over the place. Joan and the Roses.
Fabulous. Joan, you're the best. I can't wait to send your email tomorrow. Thank you for making the time to hop on this live with me today.
Well, thanks for having me. Love you, Diana. Thanks for having me.
Love you. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.